Hey, what's going on, guys? Here's our first face, and this guy has a very strong side profile. I must say, it's very strong. And despite it being so strong, there are a few flaws, such as the gonal angle. And this is about 125 degrees, and we see it's a little bit too obtuse. Again, we want it at about 123 at the most. So we see his ramus could also be a little bit longer, and essentially a contour more like that. Not a big deal though. Something good we see is that he passes the lip assessments pretty well. Pass, pass, near pass. Again, we want these lips a little bit behind this line, so it's sort of ideally more be like this. And then this also almost pass. So what these measurements tell us, and again, he still has a very good profile, but what they're telling us is that essentially his chin should be out a little bit more. Somewhere to around there, okay? And that would look a little bit better. And then also another thing we see is that his frontal bone, his brow ridge, where his nasion and brow ridge are, could be a little bit more forward. Sort of like that. Not too extreme. But in theory, you can kind of see what I'm getting at. Still a very good profile. He has a very good segmental region. You can see, can't really do the measurement well, but it's definitely good. And yeah, very good side profile. From the front, we see that his eyes are a little bit close set relative to his face. You can kind of see slightly. I'm pretty good at visualizing. I'd assume this is around a 43% ratio. Again, you can't really measure this image, but just assuming. Then we see his mid face is a little bit long. Okay, so we kind of see this line's a lot shorter than this line, which just depicts a long mid face. Yeah, his face trends on the narrower end. We see his eyebrows look pretty good, pretty low set, positively tilted and dark. His eyes have a very good medial canthus. As we can see, it's very sharp and downturned, and yeah, pretty solid. So in terms of an overall rating, I would put this guy at around a upper 6, like 6.7 when we factor in this, which is quite good. I don't think he cracks the 7 range on my scale, but he's definitely around a top 5% face to a top 2% face from what I see. Of course, people sometimes send in the frauded images a little bit, but generally he's pretty good looking. Okay, so here's our next face. I'll just get out of the gate. He's ugly. No offense. I'm sorry. I mean that with all due respect, but you are in that margin of looks. And I mean, I'm going to try to, let's see if we can give some advice to help you out. Firstly, I see you're not lean at all. You kind of have some neck fat, some facial fat. So that's the first thing to kind of comment on. Again, watch my video where I helped Devin transform his looks. Follow the dietary information over there. Follow a lot of those protocols actually that'll help you out. Looks like you may have some sort of condition or perhaps like a burn or something. So I would look into, at this point, with the hair wearing like a hair system, perhaps something like that. I would just fully shave everything. Yeah, guys, this is a hard case. This is a hard case. I would look into some sort of skin treatment. Like I know they have lasering and needling. Just kind of go to a dermatologist in general. See some acne. Of course, you can clear that through the diet, 100%. In my order of operations, it would be look into a hair system, because I don't think a transplant, it looks a little bit beyond recovery. So hair system, look into a dermatologist for some skin treatments for the scarring. Follow my dietary information to lose weight, burn fat, put on muscle, shave. And then like in terms of surgery, rhinoplasty would be good. An eyebrow transplant could even be good, honestly. And then to kind of get some more lateral growth, some height. And honestly, man, after that, book a call with me if you want my personal help, because there's a lot of things to tackle here, okay? And in terms of a rating, I always have to keep my ratings honest. You know me, guys. So I would put him at around a 2.5, below a bottom 1% face probably. So most people would view him as very unattractive at the moment. But I wish you luck, man. At least take kind of some steps towards some of those things. Here in the next face. See, I would describe this as kind of the average among average front profiles. This is a very average front profile, pretty average jaw, pretty average eye region, pretty average nose, pretty average cheekbones, pretty average hairline. It's just very average face. From the side, we see some significant jaw recession. Let's actually check the facial convexity angle. So that's 155 degrees roughly. And again, we want this at 168. So I'll kind of show you guys where the chin should be. Okay, so the chin should be around here actually. Right there. That's where the chin should be. And we can actually set a guide and we can actually show you guys exactly what this would look like. Okay, so we'll just kind of literally bring it forward just like, and we'll make some little tweaks here because we do kind of want some rotation. And again, this is not a great mandibular shape. Then of course, kind of would want to correct that dorsal hump a little bit. And yeah, here you guys can kind of see a rough concept of what I'm getting at. Okay, and that would actually be completely achievable through double jaw surgery. I mean, in terms of this guy's front though, his harmony is pretty solid. We can just visually see pretty solid mid-face ratio. You know, his features are kind of where they should be. We just see the eyebrows are too high set. They should be a lot lower set, and they should be more positively tilted with a better shape. His scleral triangles don't look too equal. They look a little bit, he looks a little bit cross-eyed because his inner triangles are larger. Again, I would look into, you know, a very small rhinoplasty would be decent just to kind of smoothen this out, kind of reduce the width of the nose a little bit. So yeah, for an overall rating for this guy, the front is around a 5 and then the side is like basically a 3. So we'll call him around a 4 to 4.25, I'd say. I think from the front view, he is certainly not unattractive, but not attractive. And then from the side, he's unattractive. So that would be my rating for him. Okay, so here's our next face. And I will say there are actually some pretty good things I'm seeing already, but also some big things we need to work on, like the eyebrows specifically. Let's see if we can see some other images. Okay, so he essentially has a mild case of short face syndrome. His mandible is very flat from a natural head position, which is also actually the Frankfurt plane in his case. Yeah. So we see that he has a very small lower third in comparison to his other thirds. We don't see a dominant lower third. His forehead is the tallest third, then his middle third, then his jaw. So his jaw is just very flat from the side. As you guys can see, it just doesn't go down very much. And that kind of gives him a small lower third. So that is one thing I will note. We can also kind of see his jaw frontal angle is going to be pretty obtuse. Yeah, 122 degrees. So again, you know, if the jaw came down a bit more, it would sort of be more like this, more acute. So, you know, the only other issue with kind of correcting this is his mouth sits very high up. So his chin to philtrum is going to be distorted a little bit. It still looks better, more masculine to just have a taller lower third. But yeah, so I mean, the only solution for this is double jaw surgery, aka Bimax, which would kind of correct the steepness of this, some downgrafting, and fix this alignment as well. His occlusive plane is quite downward, so we need a fair bit of rotation there just to fix the flatness of this. Still a wide jaw, which is good. That's awesome. Another thing I would look into, even considering his ethnicity does have broader noses, the proportion of its nose width to his mouth is pretty poor. And again, his eyebrows are really poor, which again, I mean, I can just give you the stack for your eyebrows. Minoxidil, topical minoxidil, 5% foam, twice daily, once every morning, once every night. Ordinary lash and brow serum, every morning, every night. Dermastamp once weekly, and then dye them black once you've done that. Okay, so sorry that might have been a lot. Just watch through the video again, that part, and you can remember it, look it up and do it. So again, he just needs to incorporate that stack to fix the eyebrows. That's a soft max thing he can do. I would shave off the facial hair. I would trim this up. He is pretty lean. Like, his face has adiposity, which is good. He has pretty good supraorbital fat, which is good. Though a bit asymmetric, but it's fine. Who cares? Yeah, being realistic, you can, you know, also follow my diet to kind of, and get some more sunlight to kind of look healthier, which is important. You can follow my eyebrow routine that I just told you. You can get a rhinoplasty if you want, just for some width reduction. And then you could get a double jaw surgery, okay? That would be the order of operations to actually see a pretty huge transformation for sure. But yeah, so in terms of a rating, right now, it's just he doesn't look healthy, you know, with these eyebrows, with the skin tone, and with patchy facial hair. At the moment, we're going to give him like slightly below a 5. I think without surgery, he actually has pretty good potential. He can get healthy, get some sun, fix the eyebrows up without surgery, kind of reassess where he's at. And if he's, you know, not happy, you can go further. And if you're someone who wants to know how attractive you are, you want to improve your looks, improve your health, improve your testosterone, improve your height, improve your dating life, if you want to fix and improve all these things, check out my school. For the next 24 hours, I put on a sale, and every person who joins in the next 24 hours, you get a free face rating from me and a free custom advice plan, okay? Once you're in the community, just click this little icon right here, send me your face, I'll give you a free rating, free advice. You also get access to all these modules, all right, guys? And access to chat with me one-on-one. So right now, the school is the cheapest it will ever be. Click the first link down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.